Yo, it's your boy Marcus Morrison back from the video. Today we're going to be talking about paying to win in mobile gaming, in COD Mobile, and gaming in general, and just the debate behind it, right? Because this is kind of a debate between us, the community of these video games, and the developers themselves, right? So there's actually a real conversation to be had, not only why it's bad for us and why they keep doing it, but what it kind of means for gaming as a whole. That being said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. Normally I wait till the end of the video to do that, but it's a pretty big milestone. I've been making videos for 3 years now, so I'd really appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button. That being said, let's get into paying to win. So in COD Mobile, you know, we have a new mythic gun that comes out every other season usually. So this season, and what brought this to my attention in a more flagrant, I guess, manner, was I saw a video from I2 Noob for You. I believe he's an Indian content creator for COD Mobile. Big channel, 120k subscribers, I believe. And so he said that they need to fix the Mythic Ram 7. Made a whole short about it because of the aim shake. Sometimes the Mythic Ram 7 stops shooting mid gunfight, and it's a big problem. They need to fix it. So Mythics are pay to win, right? It's a pay to win feature in the game. So that kind of inhibits people. Like if I saw that, I wouldn't want to buy the mythic anymore, because I was like, well, it's broken, and it's not broken in a good way, like the gun's overpowered and I should buy it. It's broken in a way that, like, if I buy it, I'm actually going to lose gunfights. That's terrible. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And mythics are expensive. They're about $125 unless you get lucky, and then they could be a lot cheaper, but I've never had any luck. That being said, let's talk about how this transfers over to console, because I'm a guy who plays a lot of console COD, so I like to compare the two, because this has been a case in all sides of gaming. PC games, console games, mobile games. It's been all over the place. But on console Call of Duty, the best example for a comparison of mythic variants in COD Mobile would be elite variants in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So that game came out circa 2013, I believe, and right after Call of Duty Ghosts, and that was right after Black Ops 2. So that game had what were called elite variants, I believe epic variants, and then rare, and then uncommon, right? So you would have these tiers, and each tier would have a different version of the base version of the gun, right? So imagine, you know, I have the USS-9 here. Imagine an elite version of the USS-9, but it adds more damage and faster fire rate, right? That would be broken. You know what I mean? Like, that would make the gun even more broken than it already is. That's like having a mythic, right? Because the mythic gives you a free pay to win iron sight that's even better than a base iron sight, and it gives you no like a visual aim shake and recoil. So that's a pretty big deal. So in Advanced Warfare, they had a gun called the Obsidian Steed. I'll put it here. And the Obsidian Steed was a different version of the base version Bal 27. The Bal 27 was the best gun in the game, right? It's like the USS-9 is currently, but it was an AR. It's basically the BP-50. If I could picture a COD Mobile gun, imagine the BP-50. But the Bal 27 base version was really good. And then the Bal 27 Obsidian Steed Elite version was insane. It was absolutely absurd, total joke, right? And so you could only get that through supply drops. Supply drops are basically, you would play the game and you'd earn supply drops, and you'd open up and you get random stuff, right? You could get a pair of pants. You know what I mean? What is that going to do me? A pair of pants? Call out Jeff. Shout out Jeff. That being said, the Obsidian Steed added damage and I believe lowered fire rate or whatever, or added fire rate, something like that. Super broken, right? Adding damage to a gun that you would get for just buying it through supply drops, you know what I mean? And there's no guarantee that you get on the first supply drop you buy. I mean, you could spend $200 on supply drops and not get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty insane thing. So console people, they don't mess with that, right? They hate pay to win stuff in a console game. There'll be people all over the place. You'll see every YouTube channel on earth talking about it, right? Every live stream on earth talking about it if there's a pay to win feature in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 coming out this year, right? So here on the mobile side, it's almost welcomed at this point. Like, we expect for there to be pay to win features. Now, why is this? Why is there sort of an expectation in the yin and the yang in the mobile scene of just the expectation for things to be pay to win? Well, that's because that's how it's always been, right? These games are free to play on your phone. COD Mobile is a free to play game, and you'll download the game essentially, and they got to make money, right? So they have the battle pass system that makes them okay money, but they also can just add in what would be a pay to win gun skin. And that's what mythics are. Mythics give you a free red dot, which saves you an attachment, and there's no visual aim shake on most of them, right? There's a couple exceptions, like the BP50 Ion Eruption Mythic has a lot of aim shake, right? The Ram 7 has a lot of aim shake. But for the most part, they have no aim shake, so it's easy to hit your shots. There's nothing blurry getting in your way. Aim shake doesn't affect everybody. Not everybody hates it, but it can be annoying to some, like myself. That being said, that problem has been a problem in every mobile game probably ever created, right? There's always a pay to win aspect because they got to make more money, right? And that's what matters most to the developers. They need more money. And to us, it sucks. But not everybody. I mean, if you had the money, right, for anybody watching this video, if you had the money to buy every mythic in the game, wouldn't you do that? For a game you enjoy playing, wouldn't you buy every mythic? You probably would. And I personally probably would myself, right? If I could afford to buy every mythic, I would. They're a little pricey. I'm in a 30 CP zone, so for me, buying a mythic all the way through costs 14,000 CP. That's insane. 14,000 CP, I think it's $125. That's crazy. Not everybody can do that, but that's the price of paying to win in COD Mobile, unless you get lucky, right? It's just insane, right? I think the debate isn't really a debate. It's kind of a debate between the players who are free to play and the players who are pay to win. The debate isn't necessarily between all the players and the developers, right? Because developers are going to do this regardless, right? You don't have to spend money on it. You don't have to spend money on any mythics, but you choose to if you have the money to afford it and you really want it and you think the skin looks cool, right? I've bought a few. I bought the Peacekeeper because I thought it was the first one. It wasn't. But I bought the MG42 because it looks sick. I bought the XM4 because it's an AR, and I suggest only buying AR mythics if I were you. And I bought the BP50, but that was a mistake. I would give it away in a heartbeat for my CP back. Yeah, that being said, they know people will pay for it, so they're going to keep doing it, and that's across every mobile game out there. I think this has to do with just how big mobile gaming has gotten, right? It'll never touch PC and console games. It'll never be like League of Legends or World of Warcraft or Call of Duty on console, GTA, you know what I mean? Like the mobile gaming scene will never hit those heights. It'll slowly grow and it'll become something that's more popularized, but it'll never be what it was at that time for all these other console games. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on paying to win in COD Mobile or on console or whatever you like to play. Any games that you play outside of my, knowledge. If you like to play, Destiny Rising, if there's a pay to win aspect of that or something like that, let me know what you think on paying to win as a whole in the comment section down below. This was just me joining this guy after our game and he wanted to 1v1. I don't know, I never 1v1, so I was just kind of trolling over here, just doing whatever. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Almost to 1K subs. I'm out of here. Peace.